Okay guys, welcome back to another store video. Well, a store and restaurant, little video of showing off, the store. I'm gonna be doing, probably my favorite grocery store. I'm gonna clarify, I think Shnucks is probably my favorite grocery store. I don't know if I've actually done any reviews on Snooks. I actually have not done any store or restaurant reviews, in a long time. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm going to be doing Snooks. Now, I am only going to be doing the Snooks in Jeff because that's the one I grew up with and I want to do it first. I will do the other ones eventually, but I want to do the one in Jeff first. So, yeah. I'm probably going to spread these videos out a little bit. So I've done a lot of these videos showing off places, like, in Google Maps and all, but I kind of want to switch some things around. So I might try to spread the videos out so it's not overwhelming for you guys. But, this is a good way to show off history, because they update stuff a lot of times on the internet, so it's kind of harder to actually, look some stuff up. So, let's go ahead and actually do this. Here is Shnucks. Now, I want to clarify, I actually do not know if this was originally a Shnucks or not. But look at the building, though. Look at this building. Doesn't this building look really cool? I want to clarify, I actually did record this place in the past. I did record it. So I actually do have footage of it, before it was remodeled. Because, yes, it was remodeled. They decided the bright idea to remodel the store. And they decided to get rid of the cool, unique floors for some shitty floors. They basically went the concrete route so the floors look like crap. They really do. You guys will see what I'm talking about when I go in there. Because some people might not really care, but you guys will see what I'm talking about when we go in there. Also, it's like not wanting to load. I swear, sometimes the internet wants to work, sometimes it does not. Okay. Like, it's being slow. It's being stubborn is what's happening. Like, I want to clarify, too, I am recording this. I'm recording this over, I'm recording this, over by the, not over by, like, in the garage again, because, it's actually very windy out there. Now, technically, I could wait on this, but, I'm like, you know what, I want to go ahead and just, make it, why not? But yeah, it is, like, super windy out there. The temperature has dropped, too, so it's very cold out there, so I don't want to stand out there, because I'll get a cold, I mean, I've been out in the cold, like, before, but, yeah, you don't want to, you don't want to be out there, because you can get a cold. I know from experience, because, people have said it in the past, and I used to, like, jump on my trampoline and all that growing up, and, yeah, that kind of happened. But yeah, here we go. We can see over here to see that, it says Mod Pizza, there's that Mod Pizza. Yeah, Mod Pizza is actually gone. There's actually another place there now. I gotta say, I actually really liked it in there. I didn't get any recorded footage of it, though. I kind of want to. I don't know if I got any picture when it was a Mod Pizza, because, I just didn't really That's the problem with I didn't really go to it much because it's mod pizza, and I'm not really a pizza person, so if we go back in time, as you can see it kind of looking in the back and all that. There's like a Blue Diamond place over there too. There was another pizza place over there too. It's not there anymore either. They closed it down too. Now I actually did record this one. But there's actually something kind of cool we're gonna find out here soon too. It looks like the Mod Pizza was there for a while too. Actually, Mod Pizza I think is a smaller chain. I think it's one of those smaller chains because there are a few restaurants, some pop-up restaurants that have tried to be a chain. There was even sub shops, like it was just called a sub shop. They had a few of those too, and then they had a place called Blue Taco. Unfortunately, though, they did not do very well, and I'm pretty sure COVID didn't help because they're smaller businesses, I mean, I'm sure people are probably sick of, people blaming COVID for everything. And I mean, I kind of am too for why some places struggle because a lot of times it's kind of their own fault. But I mean, COVID does not help with some stuff. But they were like really small businesses. So I don't know how many mod pizzas there are. I think they are still around. There's actually one in Colombia. So I don't know what kind of food they might have. But yeah, you can see on the maps over here too this stuff. But here is something you guys are gonna be able to see too. Look at that. See that? It says Radio Shack. That's right. There was a Radio Shack over here. It says the Up Store. What the heck is the Up Store? I don't know what that is. Yeah, that's a Radio Shack. Yeah, Radio Shack pretty much went out of business though. I mean, there are some still around, but they're not really there's not really as many of them as there once were. Like most of them are pretty much gone. I have been to one in like Eldon because I did some video stuff with that. There's one in like California, Missouri too. I want to go to, but I can't go there. Also, I forgot about the Goodwill. Yeah, there was a super Goodwill there, but they moved that. I don't know if I recorded this Goodwill or not. You can see it's gone because they moved to like a smaller location. I haven't actually been in there since they remodeled, since something else took over it. But it sat there abandoned for a few years before something finally took in there, and it was a liquor store. And they like painted it all green and stuff. So that's at least better than just white and gray. At least they did something else with it. It would be nice if they could do a little more with some stuff at times, but I mean, I'm fine if they can like do some other stuff. But it's like Dairy Queen and all. Like the one up here is like painting their restaurant gray, and I'm like we're seeing like Pizza Hut doing this. We're seeing McDonald's doing this crap. It's like I'm like, can there be different stuff? Like why does it all gotta look like this? Yeah, that's definitely Radio Shack though, but yeah, they went out of business though. But yeah, I don't know if I've really been in there or not. I don't know. You can see it. Yeah, see it's over here too. Of course, I got the crappy camera that doesn't work very well. Yeah, I think the Shnucks is still. Yeah, see, it's still up there. See, that's been there for like ever. And there's like a little shop there too. It's like that's still there. But see that? It's got green on it. Now I guess they did do other stuff with it. They actually did. They actually did do some other stuff though. See, there's actually like color in it and all. So they didn't paint it all green. They actually did some stuff with it. I like that. I thought it was like a Cricket thing. Because there was, Cricket, the store Cricket. They actually did do something later too, they changed all that. Over here they built something too. They built like another coffee shop. Which I noticed all these coffee shops too. I've been noticing McDonald's has been not doing very good. McDonald's has actually been struggling. Because that's the thing, that's pretty much what they're known for now is coffee anymore. And I can get a decent, thing of coffee, but I'm like, at this point, I'm like, like, what if other places do cheaper coffee or something, I'm like, people are not going to want to go there anymore. But, yeah, that's pretty much all of that. But yeah, that's where the sub shop was at, if you can see the sign there. But they closed it down. It was supposed to be temporarily closed, what it said online, but it never opened back up. But that's actually where, if you can't tell, that's where Taco Bell used to be. That was the original Taco Bell. That's what Taco Bell originally looked like, or at least the '70s ones. I think it was a little bit different before, but that's what Taco Bell would have kind of looked like back in the day. You know, I don't know if it like because they went through some changes throughout the years, but that's like a very very old school Taco Bell. That's at least the '70s. That's definitely an old Taco Bell. And then they moved it down. I think they moved it down there. It would have been before my time at least, because it was already at least I think so. I don't know. Again, there's no maps on here, so I cannot see that. Yeah, it says Papa Murphy's Pizza. Yeah, I can kind of understand why a lot of these pizza places went out. There's probably too many pizza places like in one spot. That's probably what happened there. Again, that's kind of where we're having like. That's why the sub shop probably went out of business. I mean, there is like I hear like pipe leaking problems too, but that was actually afterwards that they found that because I think there was I don't know they were talking about that like a few years afterwards, and they were already gone when that happened. But yeah, I think they probably because there's a Subway, there's other subs shops too because you got Subway, you got the other ones. That's why they went out of business. Probably too much competition. And that's kind of the thing with McDonald's. That's why I'm surprised McDonald's is still. I mean, McDonald's does have other food, but I'm like, I can tell you guys, there's like so much better options in Jeff than McDonald's. I mean, McDonald's has got some good chicken sandwiches and all that, but I don't know, not really. It's not really worth the price, when you got a lot of them have rude people there and all that, and they just seem grumpy and just and all that. There was even a person going into the one on the boulevard. There's actually two on the boulevard. The one closer to Shnucks. I think it's a little bit past there. On that one, yeah, there were a woman there trying to order some food, and then apparently they got something wrong or they didn't give her the right amount of change, and she got all pissed at them and all that. What? Are you telling me I cannot look? Is there only flowers on there? That really it? That is stupid. I mean, I like the flowers and all. I like roses. Not because of my last name, but I actually do like roses. They're like my favorite flowers. They're very pretty. But like, why are there just pictures of flowers? Why not show off the store? That's so dumb. Well, so much for that. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try to do something here. Let me try to look up. Cause I have like I said, I videoed it, and I mean in the future I might upload the videos on on a platform somewhere. I would say YouTube, but I don't know. I don't know where YouTube's gonna be going because it's gonna be a while before I can upload this stuff. But let me see if I can actually find some photos. Hang on. Sorry, I was trying to say I decided to look this up. Apparently, it opened in 2002. I didn't think it would open there. The Shnucks in Jefferson City opened on um August 20th, 2002. It was a um it says it was a 16 what am I saying like that? 62,000 square foot store shopping center in the southwest of. So really, it opened there. I figured it opened up in the '90s or something. Because I think I don't know when Schnucks opened up their first location. But let's see, oh my god, have they really been around that long? The seeds for the Schnucks of today were sawn in 1939 when opened the family's first retail store in St. Louis. I knew it was in St. Louis. I didn't know it was that long ago. That's actually pretty crazy. So the fact that they opened one in 1937 in St. Louis, and then they didn't open one in Jefferson 2002. That is freaking crazy. That is crazy. Because I mean, Jefferson City is it is like where the capital is at. I figured they would open one there, but I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, also it's crazy. It's another business that started in Missouri. So we've got a lot of that. Well, a lot of businesses have been starting kind of in the middle of the U.S. You know, apparently I heard even Pizza Hut did that in Kansas too, according to one of the YouTubers I watch. I forgot the name of him. He's a big guy. He's like bald, but he's like bald. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. What does that mean? Choose 3 different protein sources, 3 fats, and 3 carb sources only. All vegetables and fruits can count as one each. Okay, I didn't even know there was that thing like that. This is over 100 stores in 3 states in the Midwest United States. So Missouri, Illinois, and India. So there's actually not a ton of them. I mean, they did open one of them up. Open one of them up in like a newer one in Colombia. So I mean, they're expanding a little bit, but that's kind of crazy. So there's a little bit of history here that I'm learning, and you guys are learning too. So that's good. I mean, I knew they were in St. Louis, but I forgot when they first opened that up. But I think that location's still there. I think. I can't remember. I don't know. I have to look that up. But I'm going to try to see if I can find the Facebook thing, and then I'll just let you guys know when I get to that. So, hang on. I forgot to actually unpause it afterwards. I don't know. I'll just say this. It says apparently it's no longer open. No, the original Schnucks store from 1939 is no longer open as it was a small 1,000 square foot location in North St. Louis that has been replaced over time. The oldest currently operating store is not the original, but rather the Shnucks in Curve, Missouri, opened in 1968. So yeah, sadly the original one's not there anymore. That sucks. Oh god, they're gonna demolish it. Oh, they're gonna freaking replace it with a modern store. God, it's gonna get that modern treatment. God, why do they keep doing this stuff? Why do they keep, like... I mean, people hate it. I mean, yeah, there are some people shopping and stuff, but clearly these businesses are gonna redo all this, and they're gonna, and then they're gonna just replace it and all that, and I'm like, well, people, get mad about it, but I'm like, why do they keep doing this? That they're losing businesses at a lot of these places. I mean, I've even been in Walmart. I've been in Walmart too, and I've noticed that. That's kind of, but yeah, it really sucks that they actually are doing all that. That, man, they're gonna demolish it and just replace it with another one. I don't know. That's like a waste of money right there. You're gonna tear down a whole entire building and just build a whole new one. I don't know. But let me do what I was actually gonna do and try to see if I can find the photo, like a Facebook page or not. If not, then I guess I could look at the video because it looks like there's a video of this. Hang on. Alright, I got to it. Apparently on Google, it's not letting me go to the Facebook website. It's been doing that the last few times. Again, like, the internet is just acting very wonky. Which is why I'm kind of just like, I'm not really sure what to think about it, but we're here. We'll see how many photos this place has. That's from like 2015 round. That's an old one. Oh yeah, here you go. See, this is what the store used to look like, though. But see there's see the old floors. I don't know if that's actually this location looks a little bit different. I don't know if it actually had those or not. I don't know. Well, here's a better picture of it. Of course, it's upside down. But if you guys look, you guys see the tiles there? See those tiles? Those are gone, and they're replaced with, like, shitty, like, concrete floors. I'm not kidding. Like, you guys see what I'm pissed about here? Like, look, it's just like they replaced all of that. And I know I probably shouldn't be complaining about stuff. I should be making the videos, but I'm like, that's kind of what I'm talking about. That's why I'm like, can we at least, enjoy something, Like, why do they gotta do that? But these floors are gone. They got rid of them. They're no longer there. But I did get video footage of it before I did that. Well, the floors are... Well, they're kind of there. Like, you can actually see them in the bakery area. Like, if you look, you can see them. But the actual main part of the store, nope, they're gone. It got that horrible makeover. So... And I was so pissed when they did that. I'm like, that was so cool, The floors felt very unique and all that, and then they got rid of it. But yeah, this is actually the freezer side and all that. This is all where they keep all the fruits and stuff. Because Shnucks actually has two different locations. They have two different locations though. But yeah, they have two different locations. They have this, and then they have the other stuff too. They had the other side. That's actually they had the other floor. I didn't see any resemblance of the other floor though. I mean, I was so upset when they again remodeled it, because I'm like, I mean, yeah, I have the video stuff, but I'm like, now when I go to the store, I just see a crappy looking floor. Like, again, I don't know why they do that. But look at this. This is what the floor used to look like. See that? See the little squares there? That's what it used to look like. And then now it just, again, it's all just one, color there. However, this store, I will say, this store, I didn't know that was going to give me 2 pictures. That's kind of cool. This store does, wait, what does it say here? Good morning. Our muffins are freshly baked in store each morning. Choose from chocolate, carrot, apple, cinnamon, orange, or banana. Have a great day. Okay. I didn't know that's actually. So yeah, that's the 2 photos. Okay. And then there's like that there. That's like must be an old advertisement. But yeah, Shnucks is known for the store. I always find stuff here I can't really find anywhere else. I've noticed, like, they carry products I cannot find anywhere else. Like, I'm sure there's, like, because I think, like, they had this blue raspberry soda. I think I showed that off. Yeah, I actually showed it off. I never uploaded it, I don't think, on YouTube. Because I show off products, from the stores, too. I, got some raspberry sodas and all. They have, like, that brand there. They used to have that in, like, a bunch of different gas stations. And then, now it's, like, it's pretty much just gone. I mean, you can still find it in, like, I think there was a Columbia gas station that had it, but I don't, or around there, but I don't remember which one that was. But that's the thing, Shnucks had stuff like that. And then when they brought back the blueberry muffin toaster cereal, Shnucks was the only place I could find it. They didn't have it anywhere else. Which if there's only like 100-something locations, I can totally understand. Why they probably quit selling it. If that's the case, I don't know. Because I'm like, probably a lot of people weren't even aware that it was there. Because that's really the only place I could find it. I couldn't find it at Target. Couldn't find it at Walmart. They didn't have it at, at Hy-Vee or Mosher's. I had to literally go to Shnucks to find it. Yeah, there's another photo. I'm trying to see if I can find any more of that, though, but I don't see much else there. I'm trying to find the date. That's the problem with Facebook. It's like sometimes the date will show up, sometimes it won't. Ooh, I like the little pumpkin bucket. It's cute. I like it. But yeah, the date's not really pulling up. See if that could work. It's not actually working. The date ain't showing. Oh, look at that. What's that supposed to be a resemblance of? Oh, look, the date shows up here. Just not in the other ones for some reason. Yeah, see, it's like 2012, though. That's old, though. But see, that had all that, too. I don't know if that's still there. I wouldn't be surprised if that's gone. Because, again, everything is, like, cheaply made now. So those squares and stuff, I wouldn't be surprised if they're gone. But again, that's the thing, too. It's like I said, they monetize, like, everything to make it look. They say to make to make it look more, like, well, it's to keep up with the times, but in reality, it's just to cheap out on stuff. That's what it's all about. It's not really to do anything like that. But look at those squares. That's how cool that is. It's a shame that they're gone, but when I was little, I would always try to, like, stand on them. I would use my imagination and, like, stand on the little squares. And if I would fall in the like if I would step off the wrong one, I'd be like Mario, and like pretend like because I played a lot of Mario growing up, so I would play it like I'd pretend like I'm on trying to balance on something, and then I would fall in the lava or something. It was my imagination. I had a weird, wacky imagination. Oh, look, a little cake there. Pretty nice. I like that picture. It's a little blurry, though, but I like it. Also, for some reason, it shrunk. The tiger. To dry ice. Some dry ice. Oh, yeah, there's like a little buffet thing there. I think that's still there. Yeah, that's still there. The main thing they redid was the floors. They didn't really redo anything else, but the floors got redid. I don't know. I mean, I heard something about I don't think they redid it for COVID stuff or something. I don't know, but I'm like, I don't. I think I don't know. It kind of didn't make any sense, but yeah, the outside we see is still the same. I wasn't sure if it would change or not, but it didn't change. They kept pretty much everything the same, but yeah, it's a pretty nice store, and the employees there are pretty nice too. It's pretty nice. But yeah, that's pretty much about really the only thing I have to complain about it though is them screwing the floors up. Before, I think it was like the best store. Like I didn't have any complaints about it before, but now they redid the floors and ruined it and made it look like crap. I kind of have to complain about it. I mean, I get, they have to redo stuff sometimes. We've seen them redo floors at Walmart and other stores too, but that store, they had that like that for a reason because it was supposed to stand out. It's supposed to look a little bit different, like a different kind of store. But I don't know. I don't remember if they did this because they redid Gerbs too. They redid a Gerbs over by the mall. The other one actually still has the older look to it, but they redid it. And I don't remember if well, yeah, I think I videoed that Gerbs. I can't remember if I videoed the other one or not, but they actually did have, they used to have video. They actually had like DVDs and stuff at Gerbs and all that in the past too, and even Shnucks had some. Now I don't remember ever seeing that stuff at Shnucks, so I must have been, because they've been gone for a long time. Gerbs got rid of that stuff, in the last, I say probably about 5 or 6 years, because I've seen them in there in the past. I don't know if they were in the video or not, but because everything was online, they kind of got rid of it. I think these stores should have just kept them in there because people are going back to DVDs. I mean, there are people that are still streaming, but a lot of people are going back to DVDs because it's easier, it's cheaper. I mean, yeah, some of them cost a bit more money. I mean, like the Disney movies, they cost like $20, but you also don't have to pay a monthly subscription for it. Heck, you could even go to a library and rent out a movie if you wanted to, and if you don't like it, you can return it back. These stores were a lot of times where you could just buy something and actually own it. But like the library or Family Video, or just to try out the movies, they weren't really meant to own it. They did now. Family Video did have their small little section you could do, but yeah, yeah, those were definitely the days. But I guess that could be another complaint I could say about Schnucks not having DVDs, but but for the most part, I still really like Schnucks. I really do. I just don't like them as much. anymore because I kind of don't like that they changed the store up, and I think getting rid of those other floors was kind of it kind of takes away the the uniqueness of it. But that's just my opinion. But before I let the video go, let me actually go ahead and show you guys the other thing real quick, because I think I'm going to go ahead and just do that, because why not? But you guys can't see what the store looks like now, but it's basically it just looks like concrete. It's like, it's like just concrete pretty much. So there's not really much else to it, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I will say this before I do pause the video. Another thing I could say maybe why people could be making it the colors and just making things gray and all that is maybe it doesn't show as much dirt too. But that's the problem too. It doesn't show as much dirt. And that's what I was trying to tell my dad and all when he redid his house. I'm like, it doesn't show as much dirt, but then you can't see where all the dirt is at. You can't see where it's at. So, then, like, you won't be getting all the germs up anyway, So it's like, I don't really see the point of that, but, yeah, I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and actually get into the other video now, so hang on a second. Alright, let's see here, I guess we'll see this. Let me turn it down a little bit.
97. 97 years young. What do I do for Shnucks? I do bagging. I enjoy it, and it keeps me going. That's amazing.
Old World War II
like I say, they
works.
treat me real well here. They really do. I like to come here. There's some people here that come here for entertainment, and we joke around and have a good time. I think that's good for this store and what have you. I'm very proud of it. There was a lady here, a customer, that knew me and all, and I was wearing a hat from World War II and all. And she asked me about the honor flight, and that's how I got started. And I was wondering,
but those freaking automatic cleaning machines too.
See all the memorials in Washington, D.C.
Oh, I forgot they do that with the flags too.
Had a good time.
Yeah, I've been to Washington, D.C. before, not for a long time.
Same thing, I'm still around, happy to be around. That's what people ask me, when are you going to quit? I say, I don't know. I can't tell you because I don't know. That's all I tell them. And they say, well, keep it up. That's their ending words, keep it up. And that's what I'm doing. Staying here for a while.
Okay, I guess that's pretty much the video. I thought this was actually going to be... Like, I actually thought they were going to, they were actually going to actually show that, like, off the... talking about the store getting demolished. But that was actually nice, too, seeing, an old, World War II man, working at the store. That was pretty nice.
The grocery store is coming to Creve Coeur. Shnucks plans to open a 68,000 square foot store next to the current one at Olive and Spadey Road. That store opened in 1967, and it is one of the oldest Shnucks locations. Shnucks CEO says the new building will be bigger and offer more options and amenities.
So even bigger than this one? Okay, that's not really a lot. It's like clips. It's like clips. Yeah, heck with it. Let's just look it up here. Supposed to be the oldest one, though. It looks kind of... Is this it? Because it looks kind of... Where is it? I don't see it. Oh, there we go. That's it over there. So I guess we can see if there's some photos of this one. Yeah, I definitely like the way this one looks on the outside. The floor, though, does not look as iconic, though. I've actually been to a few of them in the past, I think, and yeah, they just don't look as iconic. It has that older looking lights, though. See that? These older, like, little looking lights on there. It's pretty cool. Well, that's like the floor, I think, used to look like. Or that's at the flower section. There's a little section there, too. But yeah, that's actually really cool. Kind of cool looking. Definitely looks a little bit different. But yeah, it's gonna get demolished, it looks like. There's the COVID stickers there. Yeah, to wear a mask still there. Yeah, in Missouri, we got out. We were able to get out faster, but we had to we were still forced to wear those masks. Just some weird looking tiles that looks so weird looking. Yeah, I mean that looks iconic with the floors there. That doesn't look as iconic. Actually, it looks like they actually put like different flooring down though. Let's see, yeah, there's that. That's like 7 years ago there. I don't know, cause the other one has like different flooring. Plus it's like $2.99 for peaches though. That's like £1. And people want to say prices are crazy now. Like that's ridiculous. I mean, again, it's Shnucks. Shnucks can be a little bit pricey at times, but I'm just saying that's like just an example there. And then there's that freaking creepy like robot like vacuum cleaner thing too. Oh my god, it's got eyes on it. It's got eyes. It's watching you. I didn't notice that. That's freaking creepy. Like, that is creepy. There's like gift cards over there. It's like one of them's Texas Roadhouse. There's Meow Mix. like 5 years ago. What is that? There's the store again. It does look interesting though a little bit, but definitely a big store. I'll say though, I think the one in Jeff is a lot cooler looking. This one doesn't look bad though. Wait, what's that say? Good for you, Shnucks. Okay, that's a weird way of wording stuff there. But it's in Missouri. But I don't know how far away it would be in Missouri. That's the problem. But if they're talking about demolishing it, I might not be able to get to that on time. Because I was thinking about the McDonald's. I was like, the McDonald's, and there was a McDonald's, I talked about, and I showed you guys in Kansas City, that was going to get demolished. I thought they were going to, because they were talking about building another one, but the way it sounded is they haven't even built it yet, and then they demolished it. So I'm like, did all those employees just lose a job? I mean, it's possible that this person just heard about that, but I'm like, it's just kind of weird. Also, there's a tomato on the ground. See that little tomato? Just a random tomato on the ground. Also, there's a person in there doing something. I don't know. He looks like he was pushing a cart or something. Not like a worker, but I don't know, something else. That's like a big sauce aisle. And look, there's the gift cards. Who gets to try our new app before anyone else? Yeah, some of these places I'd have to be going to them a lot to actually, get points for the apps. I don't like that I gotta use an app though. I'm like, why the hell do I gotta use an app? Like, why can't I just go into these places and just get deals? Like, why do I need an app to do all that? Like, I have to have a card and an app, I don't really get it. It seems like it doesn't make any sense. The weird flooring there. There's a little section over there. So similar to the other store, it looks like it has its own section a little bit too. However, it's not like split in half. The other one's like literally split in half. Like, it is literally split in half. Like, it is crazy. Let me see what else we got done. Bud Light. It's like 8 years ago. Not really much has changed, really, it looks like. I'm sure there has probably been some stuff they've changed throughout the years, but most of it looks like it's pretty much the same. But yeah, I don't know where this is at. There's like Christmas stuff there. Was that a doormat or something? What is that on the ground? It's kind of weird. See that? Isn't that kind of weird? Ooh, I like the little snowflakes on there though. That's kind of nice. See, it has like snowflakes over like meats and all, so like showing off cold stuff. Definitely not as unique though as the other location. I forgot too. I was gonna look on maps though. I wanted to look on maps though, and see or on maps like Google Earth. I wanted to see if that other one actually did, go and was open in 2002. Because like I said, the Kmart was not. The problem is, I guess, though, too, is looking like it can only go up in the air for some dumb reason. Like, I can't just, like, go on Earth, on the planet, and do all that. So, yeah, I don't understand why that is, but, like, 2012 there. Like, fall. Like, they updated their sign a little bit, though. Maybe they updated the store, I don't know. Or maybe they just updated their logo, because Walmart did that, too. Let's see real quick here. Let's see what it looks like. I mean, I figured if they're gonna demolish it, I might as well show it off, But I'll have to go on Google Earth to actually look at it. Lots of people there, though. But I can't believe this place, this chain does not have a lot of, like, locations. Especially considered how early on it opened up. I figured maybe there'd be at least 600 ones, or they'd have some spread across the globe. But no, they're like in the middle of the U.S. So if you're, like, living in, like, California or something, or New York, well, you won't be getting a Shnucks store. But let's, let me see, where the heck is that at? Oh, great, it got rid of it. Hold on, I can... Well, it's closer to St. Louis. I don't know, I might be able to go to that. Hold on, I might be able, I don't know. I don't know when they're demolishing it, though, that's the thing. If that's actually true, I might be able to actually go to it. I don't know if I want to, though. I'm like, what would I even go up there for, Like, what would I even do there? But I don't know. I like to go up there and go to, like, Ruby Tuesday. But, again, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know when they're demolishing it. Because we also have Thanksgiving as well, But, again, I don't know. But, yeah, I was going to try to see exactly where it was at or how far it was. I don't know what that is. Let me see if I can just... Oh, wait, actually, I can just do it like that. That works. It's like literally like, it's like on the edge of Missouri. Let's see when they're gonna actually. You don't feel like you're shopping for groceries. Well, it's gonna be demolished here soon, so. I ordered a cake on Sunday morning for their from their bakery and selected next Thursday as the pickup date. On Monday morning, I received a notification that says my order was canceled for the reason that we need 5 days notice for custom cake orders. Since the order website did not let me select Thursday as the earliest pickup date, I don't understand why they canceled my order and notified me the next day after I put the order. Very confusing and frustrating experience. I don't know if I'd give it a 1-star review, though. Maybe like a a 4 or 3. I don't know if I'd give it a 1, but that's just me. Oh my god, it's like super windy out there too. But yeah, I don't know when it's gonna disappear. But actually, let me go ahead, because I forgot I was gonna do that. I'm gonna look up the other location real quick and see when it opened, just to make sure that it's actually true. Hang on a second. Alright, here we are. Now let's see when it opened. Just to double check. We can actually go to a 2002 and look, it's before it. I don't know, it looks like it's still there. It does look like there was a different building there, though. See that? So maybe, I don't know, but that's the thing, too. It says May, and I'm pretty sure that was like June or something like that when it, like, opened up. I don't know. That is kind of interesting, though. Like, that's the parking, that's like the parking lot, and there's like the highway, I think. But actually, that's the wrong one. I'm pretty sure the road's over here, right? Yeah, that's actually where the road would be at. Oh yeah, because that's where the sub shop was at. Hey, let's go ahead and look up this while we're at it. Why not, right? Look at that. I think it's a sub shop. I don't know, 'cause it looks like it disappears. I don't know. That's Goodwill over there. Or maybe it's the one over here. I don't know. Oh no, that's right. That's not the sub shop. That's something else. That wasn't the sub shop. Yeah, that wasn't. That's I think that's the car, or that car shop or whatever that was. I don't know what that was. But yeah, I don't see it. But I probably need to go ahead and let it go, because my phone's almost dead and I've been recording for a while. It'd be so nice if I could just, like, zoom in up close, but I can't do that. Ooh, what are these purple buildings here? Or I guess they're kind of a purplish blue color. Actually, they look more, I don't know, like, they kind of are a little bit purplish blue. They're not blue like the dot down here, or this light blue up here. They're like more of a little bit more of that color. I don't know, but that's nice though. I get to show you guys all that. But yeah, like I said, I'll probably go ahead and let things go from here. But anywho, see you guys later. I hope you guys enjoyed a little history here. Anywho, bye bye.